Hi everyone, this is Niki Rowland and today I have a layout for Bella Boulevard and I am using the Let Us Adore Him collection, which is the new Christmas one that has just landed with me, and I'm playing along with the sketch, this week's sketch challenge. The sketch has 4 stripes of different colours. This could be read as a block on its own, or it could be read as the 4 stripes like it is. It could be done in the gradients. I first of all reached for the stripy paper that's in the kit, or in the collection. It has lots of different colours, stripes on it. They are all solid colours. But then I decided that actually, they're quite narrow as well, and I decided that actually I would like to do a red and green layout rather than a multicoloured one. I decided to pick out some of my favourite prints from this collection and create my strips like that. So I've pulled out 4 different patterns. I've got the red candy stripe at the bottom, I've got a red dot above it, then I have this green crosshatch, and then at the top I have the pink background with the green holly leaves. So yeah, really, really pretty papers, very Christmassy. I have loads of Christmas photos from last year that are not scrapped. I do a December album every year. So a lot of my photos end up in there, but I don't actually do much Christmas scrapbooking because of that. And of course, photos are limited too in a December album because I would normally only include 1 photo per day, occasionally 2. But as such, I choose the best photo for that day, therefore lots of my Christmas photos go unscrapped. So it's actually really nice to reach back to last year. Obviously I don't have any Christmas photos for 2021 just yet because it's still only the beginning of November. So I've reached back to last year, but it's actually a really nice opportunity to scrap these photos. So this one here is Christmas Eve. They've left milk and cookies for Santa and carrots for Rudolph. My little one was already in bed, so unfortunately he's not in the photo too. But the 2 big ones are. And they're either side of our fireplace, which is actually really nice because we normally spend Christmas away from home. So last year we were actually at home because of course of COVID and we couldn't go anywhere. So we were actually almost being pretty much locked down over Christmas. It was actually, I actually really enjoyed it because, as I say, we normally go away, so we don't have the comforts of home. I have all my beautiful Christmas decorations at home that just sit there with no one to look at them because we're not there. Actually, I absolutely loved being at home for Christmas. This year, 2021, is going to be our last Christmas away. So hopefully I'll have many more Christmases at home in the future. But we haven't had Christmas at home for years until last year. So I really loved it. Anyway, it was a lot colder than where we normally go. But that was the only bad thing. Okay, so I've got my 4 stripes. I've cut them to 2 inches wide. I've distressed the edges of each one, and I have added machine stitching all around the outside edge of each one as well, and kind of like raised them up a little bit too, so that they have a bit of extra distressing, if you like, between the stripes. So now I'm just reaching for all the embellishments in the Let Us Adore Him collection, and I'm working out what can go where. I've also put out a acrylic word. It just says Christmas and it's in red, so the red on the red looks good, and I'm going to add to that to make it say Christmas Eve, but I'm going to do that a bit later on. I loved the giant 25 on the chipboard sheet, so that's gone on the green section, and I've pulled out various other chipboard pieces from that chipboard sheet. I've got some trees, I've got some flowers, I think that's it. Oh, and 2 presents or like gifts. They're looking lovely actually. I love chipboard. It's a great gives good dimension and a whole different feel to flat stickers. So I'm a big fan of chipboard. The only trouble with chipboard is it tends to fall off. So I quite often reinforce it with additional adhesive like glossy accents or my hot glue gun. I find those work quite well and then it doesn't go anywhere. Alternatively, I stitch through it on my sewing machine and then it really will never go anywhere. So definitely something extra that needs doing there with chipboard, just because it's not flexible like foam, and therefore if you move the layout at all, it can really easily kind of ping off. So that's why, and that's chipboard across any collection, any manufacturer. That just happens with standard chipboard. So yeah, I've always reinforced your chipboard. Quite often I add chipboard on foam pads as well, which gives it even more dimension. But that's another way of getting it to stay on the layout. Okay, so I'm just carrying on going through the ephemera. There's 2 packs of ephemera, one with kind of icons and one with larger items. And then the sticker sheet as well. So here is where I am going to extend my title to say Christmas Eve. So I have the red stickers from the cardstock stickers that come in the collection pack. I have just stuck the 3 letters, EVE, onto white cardstock. And the reason I did that was because they would have got lost in the patterns of the red and the white stripes. They wouldn't have shown up very well at all. So what I've done is I've put them onto white cardstock and then trimmed around them quite closely, just to leave a small white border. But you can see that they now stand out much, much better than they would have done had they have just gone directly onto the red background. Okay, so I'm just carrying on now, getting everything stuck in place. I've put everything onto the layout. I'm now taking everything off the layout. And I just need to get everything stuck down. So I am continuing to just move things around, get them stuck. Any kind of stickers or ephemera, I tend to stick flat at the bottom and then raise up the top sections on foam pads because I like to give my embellishments lots and lots of dimension. I've got the Christmas tree at the top. I'm kind of aiming for colour on colour. I've got 2 gifts at the top. Again, they're pink on the pink section. I've got the red and pink heart on the pink section and a chipboard word that says Christmas. Just above the photo on the green section, I have a tree, the 25, the word December. I have a green heart. I have Christmas trees. And then on the red section, I obviously have the title and I have a Christmas present. And then I have all the red and pink flowers to the left of the photo. I've also mounted my photo onto a pink journaling card from one of the cut-apart sheets in the collection. So again, I was trying to kind of go colour on colour. I was going to go for red, but it was going to spill over into the green section. So I decided to go for pink instead, being a colour that's in the layout, but contrasts to both of those. So it's coming together really nicely. I'm happy how it looks. I do love a sketch because a sketch is a really great starting point, isn't it? It's really easy to grab a sketch and then just get started. You don't have to make those decisions about where items are going to go on the page. And today I have stuck fairly closely to the sketch. It has file tabs on the sketch. I haven't added those in, but I have got lots of things on the layers. And it has a stitched border around the edge of the big colourful block in the middle. And instead of doing that with stitching, I'm actually writing my journaling around the outside edge in my tiny handwriting with a very narrow, thin journaling pen. I use a 0.1 journaling pen quite often in black. And then unfortunately I spelt what did I spell? I spelt pajamas wrong. I was really annoyed. So I've kind of hoped that no one will notice. It still kind of reads pajamas, but it's definitely spelt wrong. Just had a bit of a moment there. So I'm just going to finish off with some white splatters of acrylic paint. Now, this won't show up hugely because obviously it's going to go onto white card, but it will show up on the colourful areas and over the red flowers too. And that is me done. So all finished. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this layout. Do check out the Let Us Adore Him collection. It's super cute, really, really gorgeous, lovely colours, and perfect for Christmas, of course. So thank you so much for joining me. That was Niki Rowland for Bella Boulevard using the Let Us Adore Him collection.